Hi and welcome to my channel. So moving to the UK, aka relocation, is a dream come true for so many of us for obvious reasons. But contrary to popular belief, you don't need to spend thousands of pounds or millions of money to be able to achieve this. You can move to the UK spending just £298. That's all you need to spend in order to move to the UK. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you a beginner's guide to relocation to the UK. In fact, if I was out of the UK right now and I wanted to move, what are the steps that I would take? What would I do? Because I know that there are so many people in this position looking for the best pathways without spending thousands of pounds, getting into debt, getting bankrupt and all of that. So you're in the perfect place because that is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. And so if you haven't joined this family, by the way, hit the subscribe button below because you want to be the first person that is notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. I moved to the UK myself 13 years ago as a carer in a nursing home. I then studied nursing. I've gone on to do 2 apprenticeships and I've progressed beautifully to the most senior clinical nursing job in the profession. And this is why I'm passionate about sharing these opportunities with you, but most importantly, career progression, because for me, I'm not sat here every day saying, come to the UK and earn peanuts and be regretting and be broke and worse off than how you were back home. I'm here to talk about the fact that when you move to the UK, you must maximize the opportunities that this country brings so that it is worthwhile for you moving here. And so if you need one-to-one support, by the way, with applying for those visa sponsorship jobs, with what is the best process for you, the best path, how do you proceed? You're already in the UK looking to switch, you're looking for the best opportunities, you're looking for career progression to senior positions, jobs within the NHS, for example, which by the way is the best employer at the moment. I cannot say this enough. Then I can support you with that. If you check the comment section below, you're going to see my contact details. It's my WhatsApp number and my email address, and you can contact me at your earliest convenience to discuss about your specific circumstances. Also, you're going to see my free newsletter there. You drop your name and email address and you're part of it, and then I send that information directly to your inbox so that you're not reliant on the YouTube algorithm. But let me tell you something. You're out of the UK at the moment, or you're in the UK, you need visa sponsorship. What should you do? The first thing that most people think about is money. I need to start saving money so that I can relocate. That is a wrong move, I tell you, because where are you watching this video from? Drop a comment in the comment section below. Which country are you watching from? It helps me to be able to provide more tailored guidance and tailored information that is more helpful for you depending on your circumstances. And let me tell you something, when you take this information from YouTube, it's there to just give you hints, to just give you highlights, to just get your brain to be like, oh my God, what's going on here? You need to do more fact finding. You need to dig deeper outside of this environment in order to make sure that the information you're looking for is tailored and is adaptable and appropriate for your specific circumstances. So you need to be very careful how you're using information on YouTube because it's very generic. And that's why I always say, if you need one-to-one guidance, contact me directly because every single person has a different circumstance. So the first thing is, what are the UK jobs that actually offer visa sponsorship? What are the pathways that you can use to move to the UK? That's the first thing I would do, not worrying about money. So with this, then you would look at the fact that, okay, you can go as a student, you can go as a worker. This is where the money thing then comes in. So the student visa path is quite expensive. It depends on what you call expensive. I mean, I've seen people that are paying. I've got a friend of mine who is studying medicine, in the UK, and she pays £49,000 per year in tuition fees. And for her, that's peanuts. She doesn't have any money problems. But there are other people who are trying to come to the UK on work visas and they cannot afford it. So money is very subjective, but coming normally and naturally through the student route is the most expensive one. So if you're somebody who is broke, I wouldn't even consider that path because it's not going to make sense. But if you're somebody who financially can afford it, then it's a very good path. It's more secure, it's more guaranteed coming as a student. But if you want to choose and study a course that will enable you to remain in the UK, that's what's challenging. You need to do more. You need to put in more effort to be able to get those courses because they tend to be fixed numbers. They tend to be very strict with the application processes, unlike courses where They're just looking for anybody that is alive that can afford to pay money to get through. So you need to be very wise and very smart which course you're studying if you can afford coming through the student path. If you want me to do a video about the courses that will guarantee you 100% a job in the UK with visa sponsorship upon successful completion of your course, drop a comment in the comment section below and say visa sponsorship. When I see that, I know that you want more information about those courses that will guarantee you that visa sponsorship. The next thing is, if you are coming through the work path, what are the jobs that you can pursue? And this is where you need to look at the shortage occupation list, see which jobs actually offer visa sponsorship. When you look at the list of jobs, you then have to look at your own skills and your own knowledge. For example, if there's medicine there, like doctors, if you're not a doctor, there's no point trying to find out how a doctor relocates to the UK because it makes no sense. If you're a nurse and there is nursing there, then you can say, okay, I'm a nurse. Can I come through the nursing pathway? What is needed? Then you find further information. If you're somebody that is not a professional, you've got no degree, you've got no qualifications, then you need to consider those jobs that are entry level that anybody can apply for. And the thing is, there are lots of rules and lots of regulations that you need to consider with each of these parts. That's why I say it's a lot more complex and you need more fact finding than just coming to YouTube and watching a YouTube video. That's why most people move from video to video to video, and it's very tough because you're not really settling down and tailoring that information to you, which is what you should do. Then the next thing, therefore, is, do you have a family? Because with the recent rules, if you're coming as a carer, for example, that is the highest job that requires the highest number of people in terms of entry level. But if you're working for a private company, you cannot come with your family. But if you're working for the NHS, which is the National Health Service, as a carer, you can come with your dependent. I would like you to drop a comment in the comment section below and say NHS, because this is powerful. And if I was to come to the UK today, this is the path that I will use. I'm telling you this as sisterly advice, because you can spend just £298 coming to the UK to work for the NHS. You bring your family with you, no proof of funds, nothing. No. So others will even pay your flight as well. The next thing you then have to decide is, what do they need for that job and how do you apply? This is the most important thing and what is really going to get you to be successful. What do they need for the job that you want and how do you apply? That is going to take 99% of your time, and that is all done outside of social media, because social media is not going to answer that final part.